Alright, this is going to be part 2 on my fold down roof setup that I got. This is basically going to enable me to fold my roof down for clearance so that I can pull it up to the inside of my enclosed trailer. If you want to see more of an in-depth video on exactly how I did everything as far as measurements and all that stuff, refer to video number 1. This is basically just going to be a quick functionality video. So I'm going to pull these 4 pins. There's one on each bar. This quick disconnect pin here. One on each bar. I'm going to pull those out. And then these have 2 pivot points on each bar. And this thing's going to fold forward and fold down. I made this out of 1-inch flat stock 1/8 inch sidewall. And then I did an angle cut, 45-degree angle cut on all 4 of these posts. Now I have mine angled forward because mine's going to fold forward. If you want yours to angle back, have your 45-degree angle angling back, and you can fold it back instead of forward. Really, the only measurements that matter are from this top pivot point to where this cut mark is. That has to be the same on all 4, regardless of the length of your 1-inch flat stock. From this point to this point really doesn't matter a whole lot. That's going to vary depending on how long or how low you want it to drop. But really all that matters as far as everything functioning the same is from this distance to this cut. That has to be exactly the same on all 4 bars. I found that out the hard way because when I did the rear, I ended up doing this rear about 3 different times before I finally got it right. And it was a little harder on this one because you can see this bar is curved. So I had to weld me in a tab right here, make that part of this piece, which brought that hole forward so that I can put a pin through that bar right there. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and fold this down. I don't have the canopy up top yet. I put this piece of foam right here just to keep this from hitting up against my seat or anything. You'll see why when I have this down. I'm thinking of doing another crossbar across that will actually stop on the seat all the way across, and it'll keep these ends from bottoming out. But you'll see what I'm talking about here in a minute when I drop this down as far as that goes. Alright, so that's all the way down. Now if you would have seen my first video, then you would have known that I based all of this off of this steering wheel height. So when I'm going in my trailer, I got about 6 inches above that steering wheel before I hit the roof. So when I dropped this down, I wanted that to go down as far as possible. Now that I have it as low as it needs to be, I can always come back and set it to where it'll stop right above that. That's the easy part. I just finished this today, so haven't worked all the bugs out of it yet, but it's 99% done. Now you can see back here, this is what I was talking about. You can see right here where this stops. Same thing on the other side. Stops right there when it's all the way down. So I'm going to come up with a solution for that. I don't know exactly what yet, but that way I don't have to put this pad on there every time I drop it down. Because that's one more thing that I'll have to bring with me, and I don't want to have to deal with that. So I may do some kind of bar across here or something. I don't know yet, but I'm going to come up with something for that. But it works really good. Definitely was time consuming. I have quite a bit of time in it, getting everything just right, and I had to take everything off and paint everything. Once I got it all just right, I had to take it all off, sand it down, paint everything. I ended up going with steel washers in between everything. Originally, my plan was to use nylon washers, but I couldn't find any at our local hardware store where I'm at. They didn't have any, so I ended up using metal washers. It's working fine. Everything still drops just fine. So if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave a comment, and I'll try and answer anything, any questions or whatever. I originally got this idea off of another guy's YouTube page. Can't remember the guy's name. I'll put the link in the description. This isn't my idea, but I definitely had to custom tailor this to fit my golf cart, because this wasn't your usual lengths on these. You can actually buy a kit. It's about $250 online. It's a 5-inch drop kit for Club Car DS, but that wasn't going to work on my golf cart. So this is what I came up with. It works good, and that's going to be it for this video. We'll see you guys on the next one.